Christmas 2022, my mum bought me some really thoughtful gifts, and I wanted to just film them so I could look back and remember what she got me. I might have missed a few things. There was so much she got me, and it wasn't all in this order that she'd put it out. And this is what what I found so far. So some of the things are vintage, some of them antique, some new. It's like a mixture. This is a Newbridge silverware. It's like an inkwell, a desk inkwell and pen holder. And it's got little mini bottles, ink bottles. And it also has a holder. I did have, oh yeah, here. So I've got there we go. I can put a nib in there and use it as a dip pen, and I think that's to take the thing out that goes in there and that goes in there. It took me a while to work out because some of the bits had fallen out. So that was the first thing. This box, it was just to remind me of taking the bits out now, but it was a stamp for wax seals, and there were some wax seals and some accessories, and they came in this little bag, but they were boxed up really nicely. This book, Collecting Writing Instruments, and I found it really interesting. I haven't read all of it, but it's just got like the history of fountain pens, or the history of pens. And there's a bit that I really enjoyed reading. It was about the different countries. This she bought me so I can just have it in videos as like a piece of decor. So when I'm doing like my currently inked videos, so it's just like a plaque, a sign. She got me some inks. And I asked her what her reasoning was for picking them. She just said she liked the look of the bottles. So I got this Colourverse, which they're little mini bottles. That's the name. Pop one out to show you. So it's got the name of each one. It's a blue, a green, and this sort of, do you call it burgundy? Like a deep red. So that's size of the little bottle, 5 mils, and it also comes with its own little pipette, and that's in each of the bottles. This is a limited edition with Cult Pens. It's 25 mils, Cult Pens and Dominant Industry, and it's called Dusk, and it's got a beautiful pearlescent shimmer, and that came wrapped really nicely. It comes in a little bag, and that has a pipette as well. And then the third ink, I think she wanted to get me something Christmassy, so this is the Inkvent Blue Edition, and it's the Poinsettia, which is a deep red. I think she liked the shape of the bottle as well. So they were all the inks she got me. I can't show you what actually is embossed, but this is for when I'm writing letters. It's got my address, so I can just emboss the top of it. Is it embossed or debossed? Yeah, I think it's embossing. So I can just put the piece of paper and press down and it embosses. It's beautiful. I really love that. This, I think I'm going to use it to keep all my incoming letters, the ones I haven't replied to yet. So that's just a vintage letter holder. And then this last one, I absolutely love it. It's a writing slope. It's got the key and it works, it's locked. It had a different tassel which is inside, I'll show you, but at the minute for some reason I'm loving green. So she bought my son a writing slope as well. He loves purple, so she got me a green tassel and him a purple tassel. So I'll just open it up. So she had it all packed beautifully, so I haven't done it exactly how she had it. It's got a little, what would you call that, latch here, and that lifts up. And I don't know how she knew, because she's not into fountain pens. She just did lots of research, I'm guessing. But she got me some Midori envelopes and some writing paper to go with it. It's funny because I received my first pen pal letter and he uses this exact same paper, I think. So that's nice. And then there's also an A5, which happens to be my favourite size. Of notebooks. I'm not really into notebooks, but my favourite size of paper. But this is lovely, I really like it. And then she got a small pack of blotting paper. She thought it was big enough to go with something that's in there, you'll see in a second. But yeah, this is where I'm going to keep all my writing papers. I'll do this top bit first. So I need to give it a good clean out, but this is the inkwell that it came with. And I'm going to leave it out because I'll show you there's a secret compartment that you need to take it out. These were some of the bits actually came when she bought it, they were in there. These were the nibs that were in there. I'm not quite sure what these bits were from, but I've just kept them because they were in the box as well. This was the tassel that it came with. That's just a wax bead. She bought me a letter opener. And these are two of the wax seals that I was just playing around with. So this is the second compartment. I've got, this is what she was hoping that would fit, but it's too small, so I'm going to order some more. But this is for a blotter, desk blotter, and I really love it. She was looking for a white, I like white, so she was looking for a white one, and I think this is fantastic. She got me a whole load of wax beads. This is I think do they call it a furnace, or this is for melting the wax on. You just put a tea light underneath. And then there's 3 inkwells. I think this is, I like them all, but I think this is my favourite out of the 3. There's a spoon, which is what you use for melting the wax beads. I can't remember if I bought a couple of these or if she got them all for me. This was in the pencil and this dip pen holder. This was mine, I just put in, I was experimenting with making some wax seals. And she got me a few colour sticks. So the 2 secret compartments, I think that's all for under there. Yeah. The 2 secret compartments, if you just touch the end there, that pops up. And in there I'm keeping, that's for the stamp, for my wax seal stamp. There's a couple of them. I think I bought this one. These came with the set that she bought me. And then this is where the secret compartment. So this little section here, you lift it up and this pops out. It's so cool. So it's got this piece here, and in there there's 2 little drawers. In this drawer, I think these were ones I got, pretty sure. She might have got me some of them, but these are wax. I got this one off of Etsy, I remember, because I wanted green. And then in this last drawer, this is my wax stamp seal, and this one I bought. It came in the set, this one, and it had Merry Christmas, but it was imprinted the wrong way, so when you stamped it, it was back to front. And then there's a couple more colours of the wax beads. I just remembered one of the other things she got me was this Midori A4 pad. which is plain on one side and grid lines on the other. Just flip the little sheet for it. And then this was the other stamp that I got. So it's the right way round. So when you stamp it, it comes out back to front, which is a bit pointless. I knew there were more things. I found them, so I'm just going to add this in to the end of the video. The first thing is these pen clips, or pen loops, pen holders, and they're vegan leather. This one's like a nude and a blush colour. They're really pretty. She got me this date stamp. I think I've got 2 more already, but this one's more decorative, so I'm going to keep, it's got like a little stand. I'm going to keep that in my writing slope. I need to get a good stamp pad, because the one I've got sold. This is from a brand called Leatherkind. It's really sweet. It's got a little bead on the end there, and I love the way it's packaged. Not both, there's just the notebook is from Leatherkind. I'm not sure where the pen holder is from, but this is the notebook. So that's the thing from Leatherkind, and then I've just kept that in there just so that it's all together. So this is a single pen holder. It's made out of cork. I absolutely love cork. It feels so smooth, and I think they wear really well. And then she got me this pen, not a fountain pen, but I do love all pens, and it's a rose gold bamboo pen. It unscrews like this, but you can also unscrew all of the different sections. So I'm wondering if you could get a smaller refill and maybe make it into a pocket pen. But yeah, so every 2 sections unscrews, and then the back unscrews as one. So I thought that was really cool. It's really pretty. Then this is the notebook. She's had it, had my initials put on there, and I've kept the little card so I can remember what it's made out of. Mulberry tree bark, and it's handmade. So the notebook inside is just plain. I haven't decided what I'm going to use it for yet. It says handmade in Italy, and it's got another little pen loop there, but I really love it, and I think the cork and the bark look really lovely together. And then this last thing, I'm so impressed. She bought this, I think it was from Etsy. It was secondhand, and it was brown, and it had some ribbon on it, and she's painted it herself with French Chic paint. I think it's called, it's the Dusky Blush colour. So it's the perfect size, and she didn't know that I had these pens, but they match perfectly, and she thought it would be quite good. I could lay pens on the top, but it's as if these pens were made to go on there. So I can either lay pens on the top if I just want the ones I'm using out at the moment, but I can also fit them into, I think some of the bigger pens, I do have a bigger pen, it's on the diagonal, but most of my pens do fit in. So I've got quite a few pen storage options now. But you can see the colour that it was there. But yeah, she painted it herself, which I thought was really sweet. So here, she didn't get me these, I've just popped these, that's the one on the diagonal. That was one of my first fountain pens. Not my first, but one of my first. And that's a spare Lambertu 3059 I've got. And then in here I've just got, that's the little envelopes those pen loops came in. And then I've got some scrap the sample book that I was trying out, but it's not my current one. So I don't know how I'm going to organise this yet, but I just thought it was lovely, and I love that these pens go really well.